Yo, happy Sunday, everybody. It's December 29th. We're here almost at the tail end of 2024. I wanted to leave you with some alpha before the year wraps up. And something that I've spoken about in my last video, which was about 4 or 5 days ago, right, was the new revolution that's starting in crypto, which is robotics and DeSci, the two small segment industries within crypto that are really, really starting to take off. And if you don't believe me, you can just do a quick Google search and see how many different DeSci related articles or even AI on the cusp of DeSci related articles are coming out. And you'll see projects like, for example, Riff, which is a DeSci protocol, right? This thing really, really took off hard somewhere around middle of November, right? And it ripped up all the way from, if we look at market cap terms, okay, basically from like a million market cap to 240 million, right? Same thing with the current asset that I own right now, Schizo. It has been going sideways for most of December, now starting to take off. It's up 5x from the lows. TriSig, another position that I mentioned in my Discord community. I mentioned it somewhere around 6.5 million. Now it's up to 30 million. Again, another 5x, right? CRISPR, this is on the DeSci side of things, right? Something that I've been paying close attention to, coming off the lows of about 640K market cap, up 2x, potential upside, all the way to 5 to $10 million. The point here is that what you are going to start seeing in the market is the big players, all right, in the industry. So, for example, let's go to bio. Bio is a um Bio protocol is a let me pull it up on uh CoinGecko. Okay. So Bio protocol is on what the hell is going on? Let's see. Bio. Let's just have in bio. I have no idea why bio is not showing up. That's really weird. I thought bio was pretty big. It should be. Because freaking Binance listed it, right? Bio Protocol was introduced on the launch pool. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I don't know why it's not pulling up. Let me see if they have it Coin Market Cap, right? Let's see if they have it on Coin Market Cap. Let's see, Coin Market Cap. Eh, Coin Market Cap. There we go. I don't know why I'm searching there. Let's see here if they have BioProtocol, because I want to show you guys why BioProtocol is actually a good example of an asset that has done tremendously well over the last few weeks. Let's see here. It's really not showing up. What the hell is going on? It's really strange. Anyway, I just want to show you guys real quick, right? On their website, if you actually look at how vast this entire sort of ecosystem is, and I'm gonna give you guys some alpha about bio, about AI, which I find really fascinating. Okay, and it reminds me of the 2017 ICO era, if you guys were around back then. So bio protocol is basically, this ecosystem where other other let's just say, projects can build on top of. All right. So Vita DAO, Psi DAO, Cerebrum DAO, all these different projects are actually being built on top of bio protocol. And these are all DeSci related projects, which means, decentralized science, right? Some of these projects, like for example, Vita DAO. Okay, so Vita DAO right here. Okay, I'll show you guys, right? Vita DAO. Let's see, that one pulls up. Where is Vita DAO? I think this is Vita DAO right here. Right? Vita DAO is currently trading at 157 million market cap. Okay. Bio should be trading somewhere around like $1 billion. I'm not quite sure why it's sitting on Solana here. Let me see. I'm pretty sure Bio Protocol is on Ethereum or Base. I don't know why it's not listed on Dex Screener, but either way, the point here is that all you need to know about Bio Protocol is it's kind of like the ICO platform, for DeSci projects. Okay, kind of like, if you're not familiar with virtuals, crypto agents. Okay, virtuals is the let me see here. Virtuals is the AI ecosystem to launch agents. Okay. And it's actually really fascinating. And by the way, Virtuals is not also on Ethereum as well as layer two base in terms of buying the project. Okay. So Virtuals is fascinating because what it effectively does is you are able to create sort of different DAOs within Virtuals as well as agents, right? So you can create this agent that is on top of Virtuals, and this agent itself. Okay, so let me show you a couple of example of agents. Okay, so Virtual right now trades at a close to $2 billion market cap. Actually, it's 3.5 as reported here, but it's 1.7 here. I don't know which one's right, but let's just say it's $2 to $3 billion, right? It's done extremely well because of the fact that within the world of virtuals, what you are doing is you're using the virtual token. So you have to buy the virtual token to be able to create an AI agent. And here's some of the AI agents that have been created. For example, Luna, which is a virtuals agent, right? It says Luna by Virtuals, currently trades at 120 million market cap. Okay, Vader, again, by Virtuals, trades at 100 million market cap. AIXBT, which is the biggest agent on Virtuals, trades at a $500 million market cap. All right, so the cool thing about this stuff is that the agents that have been created on Virtuals have been doing really well. And they've clearly garnered a lot of momentum. They're doing really well. And people believe that Virtuals is probably going to be the next big platform, probably, to 10, $20 billion or something to that tune, right? I'm not saying this, people are, okay? Which means that, Luna the token, um, currently trading at whatever, like $2, $3 billion, whatever it is doing extremely well, and it has garnered a lot of momentum and is really kicking ass. Same thing I think is happening within the DeSci ecosystem with Bio, which is projects are being built on top of Bio, which is the kind of similar to Virtuals, where you can start spinning up different DAOs, different DeSci projects like Valley DAO, Cryo DAO, Athena DAO, and you can start looking up all this stuff here, down here, right? From research to cures, exactly what are they doing? Now, I will say a lot of this is just hype. It sounds, very sort of fancy and oh, we're trying to create cryo systems based on crypto funded research and whatnot, crypto technology, blockchain technology, and that will solve, cryogenic freezing for humans, right? Again, like some crap like that. Now, I'm not here to say, this is bullshit or this is real or not. The point is, in crypto, you're here to sort of speculate and make money and to some degree believe in the technology, right? So, however much you want to believe or not believe in it, you have the opportunity to make your bets accordingly, right? The Psi DAO, Athena DAO, Cryo DAO, you could bet on all these things. And so, for example, CRISPR is going to be one of the tokens that is likely to be listed soon on Bio. Okay, it's not actually listed yet. So CRISPR is going to be really cool, trading at 1.3 million market cap. Pretty solid for a low market cap token. Again, please do your own research. I may or may not own a position in these tokens already, whichever ones I'm talking about. So this is not financial advice. All right. That's one. And again, Riff, like I said earlier, went from a million market cap to 240 million. This is the kind of stuff that happens when it comes to sort of DeSci, new technology tokens that are really coming about and how fast they take off, right? I showed you guys Vita DAO. Vita DAO was trading. Let me see if Vita DAO pops up here. Whoops, wrong one. Vita DAO trades at 157 million, right? The point here is that you're not super late to stuff like this, but you're not super early either, right? I would say the DeSci trend has been probably active for a good month, right? A month in the span of, in my opinion, the next 3 to 6 months is very short time. So this allows protocols like Bio to establish themselves as maybe the next virtuals. Maybe another Bio-like ecosystem is going to come up. Maybe another virtuals-like ecosystem is going to come up. Um, you never know, right? So keep your sort of ears to the ground and make sure you start doing research of where you think the industry is going and where we believe, the next 50, $100 billion will be made in different industries like AI or like DeSci. Now, one of my big bets, okay, two of them rather, are things like Schizo, which again is going to be very similar to a virtuals style platform. And I've written about it in my Twitter feed here. Okay. Let me see here. Where did I write about it? This one right here, right? You can check this out. You can read it on your own. I talk about how Terminal is going to be, a combination of image and text, image and context interpretation, relationship building, video and TikTok generation, decentralized infrastructure. Now, infra, by the way, is a huge, huge aspect of AI that is really picking up steam. So make sure you guys pay attention to decentralized infra as well as Swarm. Swarm, this sort of modular Swarm, decentralized infra that they talk about relating to AI. These two keywords are something that you want to be paying attention to because they're not that tapped into yet, meaning the winners are still yet to be determined. The winner on base chain, which is a agent creator platform like Virtuals, I would say is already cemented. I think Virtuals is probably going to be a huge winner of this cycle. Virtuals trading right now, let me see, Virtual trades right now at $3.5 billion, right? 3.5 billion, even if it pulls back to like two and a half, three, from here, I think the upside potential is probably upwards of maybe 15 to 20. Again, not investment advice, but I'm just telling you, like, that's what I believe. That I think it has significant sort of firepower under it to be the ecosystem token where agents are created. Now, the jury's still out on if Schizo, for example, which is a much smaller market cap token at 13 million, has the potential to be sort of a combination of decentralized infra slash modular swarm frameworks with all these different attributes that can be built for its ecosystem, right? So far it has not really done a whole lot other than getting people excited, right? But I'm excited because of its potential. The team seems smart. Price action is good, right? Generally all the basic things that I pay attention to, which is like doing your due diligence, the price looking good, the valuation looking good, the team working hard, all these things check off for me. All right. So that's why I'm still in my schizo trade. And by the way, I got into this trade somewhere around like 5 to 5.5 market cap. Prior to that, I had a small position around like 2.5, 3 million, but I really added to it as the price went higher and higher. Okay. Many of these things I talk about in my private Discord. If you do want access, there's a link below here in the video. Um, I have some free channels here, but most of our other channels are locked for paid members. We will soon, by the way, be rebranding from Alpha Trades to Kubera, which is going to be more long-term focused crypto education as well as long-term investing. But we do not provide financial advice. We're trying to get away from sort of the day-to-day market, movements and trying to give people the opportunity to understand where the larger trends and where a lot of the money will be made in crypto, which is long-term investing, in my opinion. Okay. So anyway, that was a slight tangent. So Schizo is one of my assets that I'm paying attention to. Make sure you check out my thread that I wrote about it. The other big asset that I have a decent sized position in is DEBOT. Now, this in my opinion, is something that I'm super excited about simply because I have not found a single project in crypto, okay, to the scale of which what DBOT is doing right now. And DBOT is trying to do sort of this AI robotics, again, within the context of DeSci, right? Because decentralized science is basically robotics and, you know, um, biotechnology stuff that these other projects are creating. But this one to me seems a little bit more possible and rational in that you can actually start making use of the token itself, and you can see real-time utility being built on the project itself. And what I mean by that is, so here, if we go to, let's go to their website, okay, DBOT. They actually have virtual rendering of virtual robots trying to navigate landscapes. For example, their objectives are gate stability, path planning, and obstacle avoidance, right? And you may think, oh, well, what the hell? Why is creating virtual robots in a virtual landscape so important? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Okay. If you go to my thread right here and you look up NVIDIA's Isaac, um, they also have another program, Sim. They also have another program called Project Groot. All these different programs that NVIDIA has built, they're funded with billions of dollars. Okay, let me show you, for example, NVIDIA, um, let me see here, Groot. All right. So they have this project root, robotic foundational model. Okay. NVIDIA project sim. Okay. See this right here? Look at the robotic stuff that they do. And by the way, a lot of this stuff is first done in virtual environments to be tested for real environments. Okay. And then you have NVIDIA project Isaac. Okay. So these three programs I just showed you, right? Isaac Sim, Isaac, um, and Project Groot. These are all massive, massive robotics training programs where robots, kind of like what DBOT is doing, they get trained in virtual landscapes. Okay, they get trained in virtual landscapes. So here's a DBOT experiment of our developer creating virtual robots with, thousands and thousands of parameters. Okay, and these robots actually get better over time at being able to navigate the landscape. They're walking better, they're navigating, stair steps better, they're avoiding each other better, their gait stability is better. Now, the cool thing is, these guys, this team right here is incredibly smart. And I talked to some of them. But again, please do your own research, right? What they're doing is they're saying, hey, we're going to start off with these small little robots. Then we're going to work towards humanoids and then they're going to work towards drones, right? Which is incredible because NVIDIA, okay, NVIDIA Isaac programs, NVIDIA Isaac Sim programs, NVIDIA Project Groot programs, all these three programs are all doing robotics related work so they can transfer the robotics from virtual environments to be able to transfer into real life humanoid or robot or drone um, navigation, right? Meaning, once the virtual environment is trained, you know that, oh, okay, this robot is doing a pretty decent job in the virtual environment. It is now ready for real world, sort of movement and navigation and tasks that it's given. And this is why virtual environment trading is so important. So DBOT.science is doing one thing, and again, this to me is incredible because, dude, it is trading at a $1.2 million market cap. And NVIDIA, the biggest company in the world, spends billions of dollars on simply just these robotics programs that no one really pays attention to, right? They literally have one of the largest robotics programs in the world, and they're funding it with billions of dollars. And everyone else thinks that NVIDIA is just a, semiconductor chip platform, right? Which is, yes, true, but reality is they're doing so much more, and a lot of money goes into robotics. And so robotics, in my opinion, the most under appreciated, overlooked field in crypto, has massive, massive potential. And sitting at 1.2 million market cap, that to me is just unacceptable, right? Um, and again, I have a small position in it too. So I've sort of put my bets out, right? R3D, which is Red Genesis, we call it. That's the name of the project, or DEBOT.science is their website, trading at $1.2 million. The way I see these projects playing out is I see no reason why they cannot get to 25 to $50 million in the span of like 2, 3 months, right? Because when projects really start to take off, for example, Tri Sigma, which is a AI related project, it was trading at somewhere close to, 200 to, 400 to 600K, maybe about 15 days ago, right? And then once it took off, it went straight to 50 million in the span of 15 days, right? So the first 15, 20 days, it just moves sideways and it has a tight range. And once it starts getting going, it is just a vertical move. Okay. This is exactly what I'm trying to explain to people is you have to find projects that you really like and that you believe in, areas of the industry that you really think are, I don't know, overlooked, super undervalued, and just sort of place your bets and trust the project to deliver. So far, for me, the project has delivered. They have 5 hours of rendering. By the way, and this rendering process takes like 24 to 48 hours, right? They've now done two different phases with two different models, and now they're onto the humanoid phase of training humanoids in different virtual landscapes, right? Different terrains, different steps that they're going to take, different objectives that they'll have. That to me is really, really fascinating. So pay attention to Red Genesis as a potential, massive mover project simply because no one else is paying attention to it, right? The most alpha is always made when you believe that, hey, this thing is really incredible. It sounds really cool. It sounds like, most of crypto is avoiding it or not aware of it. And that's where the biggest alpha is generated, right? Last year I had found things like Popcat or Whiff early, or even STBot. Many projects I found early, but I was just kind of too dumb and I let them go very early, right? I never was able to ride them, to the 50 or 100 Xers. I would be very happy with 2X or 5X gains. And I'm still kind of like that because I'm a big believer, like if you kind of take gains and take profit consistently, you'll be fine over a long period of time, right? But if you always wait for like the big winners to play out, like for example, if you're always waiting for every project that you buy into to 10X or 50X, well, that's, you're eventually going to round trip, or the projects are going to, come back much closer to Earth. So make sure you pay attention to dbot.science. Make sure you pay attention to Schizo. And of course, do research in other things, right? Like there are many projects that I don't own. Like I don't own anything in the virtuals landscape. I don't own any AIXBT. I don't own any Vader. I don't own any virtuals itself. So these are pretty safe, established bets as per crypto. So you can do research into that. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in crypto. And here's what I'll leave you with my final word. Okay, so my final word of the day is um, here's kind of where I believe we are. All right. In my opinion, the following year's winners are often always determined in terms of like a narrative in the prior year, like November and December timeframe. We're here at the end of November and December, right? So end of year, and we're heading into 2025. So you got to ask yourself, like, what do you believe are the hot narratives that have just begun and that are just starting to take off? Well, here's what I believe, right? I believe that the meme category, so let's look at memes, okay? Memes as a category is worth about $108 billion, probably a little bit more. Let's just say, 150 to $200 billion if you consider all the smaller market cap stuff. And then AI as a category, okay, let's do artificial intelligence category is worth somewhere around 43 billion. Okay. Then you have DeSci as a category. All right. DeSci as a category is worth 1 billion. Okay. You could probably throw bioprotocol into this and stuff. So let's just say it's close to five. So we're looking at $5 billion for DeSci as a whole category. We're looking at um, let me see here. Where did I put the meme category? We're looking at meme category, somewhere close to 150 to 200 billion dollars, right? So imagine just the sheer sort of, you know, market cap it takes to bring the DeSci or the AI category to parity with the meme category, which I believe is definitely possible, right? So in my opinion, your goal is to focus on good projects that you do good research in, right? You don't even have to listen to any of the projects I've mentioned, but make sure you keep the categories in mind that I've mentioned because I've done my research already. Okay, I know, and by the way, even if I don't own some of the coins, I have tested out the platforms or I've interacted with their bots, or I know enough about them to say, okay, this is still a smart bet. I still think it's undervalued, that kind of sort of, view. I have some view on how much potential virtuals has. I have some view on how much potential something like Red Genesis has, right? I have some view of recognizing, Schizo Terminal and all the different AI projects that are coming about on how much higher they can go. Same thing with, the bio ecosystem or the DeSci projects of the world. I understand deep down that, okay, these have XYZ potential, they have XYZ upside, market cap potential, and these are the things that they're doing. So your job is to figure out what are things that you believe in, what are things, you believe are going to take off, which categories, etc., and how you can get those categories and ride them until those categories match the market cap of total meme coins. Okay. So I'll leave you with that. My overall thoughts are here about how I believe the next 3 to 6 months are going to be really, really positive for AI, design, robotics. I think 2025 is going to be a incredible year, but I do think that internally, like majors, for example, even things like BTC or, Link or Ethereum, Solana, I think these things are going to be choppy because they're already established, like, 30, 50, $100 billion or $200 billion market cap assets, right? I think they have already established themselves as big, big winners of the last year or two. Now I think the money and the gains start flowing into stuff like DeSci or virtuals related stuff, or like I said, the DEBOT robotics area of the world. And when that money pours in, I'm telling you, when that money pours in, the candles that you will see are going to be massive. So I still think that being early to something like, Red Genesis, right? This kind of move can happen in like the span of 2 weeks. That 10x, 20x move at a market cap at 1.25 billion or 1.25 million, excuse me. Um, that's extremely fast, like 5, 10K, 20K buys can easily shove this up to like 3, $4 million. Okay. Anyway, none of this is investment advice, right? These are things that I wanted to explain to you guys of what I'm looking at, what I believe, where the space is going. Make sure you read my posts. Um, yeah, have a great time doing research, guys. It's going to be incredible 2025. Good luck, take care, and chat soon.